Whew. Good evening, everybody. This is Sam Dog, the infamous 253, coming at you guys with the 2018 NFL Week 16 game picks. I am also joined on the speakerphone by my friend Dallas Stewart. And also, first things first, I do got to get something off my chest really quick, guys, really quick. I mean, first off, I want to first apologize for what happened at the viewing party, at Norb's viewing party. So I just want to be the first to, for those of you that were watching the Norb's viewing live stream at the viewing party, I want to say I'm sorry for some of my actions at the viewing party, and if I kind of lashed out at you guys in the beginning, look, it's because of what the how bad the game was going, and some people, a lot of people were saying that I was being annoying, but look, I don't try to be annoying when I'm on there with Norb. I try to hype it up, and I guess I took some of the stuff as disrespect with the way some people were saying it and all too. I know I lashed out at a couple people for those that were starting to kind of be rude on there, but nah, I'm not that kind of person. I should not have let my anger get the better of me during that time too. And yeah, I know, but look, usually a lot of times when we're losing games like this is a reason why I don't go to Norb's viewing parties a lot. But also, I'd like to apologize to NorbCam for what happened earlier at the event too. So I'm very sorry, Norb. I'm sorry to the Emerald Down staff too for what happened at that event. This is just who I am when I'm at the event. I mean, like, this is why I don't go to Norb's viewing parties a lot, because I like to be at home, so that way, because I know there were kids and I know I was cussing a lot too, which I do cuss a lot in my videos too. But I do want to say, just wanted to say I'm sorry for that, because well, this is why, because I'm just a diehard, I just want everything to go right for my team and for our team, right, Dallas?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you cuss at the TV too when we're not doing well, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, I do it a lot. I guess I get it from my father, I mean, we're just passionate diehards, and it's just frustrating. Sometimes we say stuff that we don't mean to say, so even to those I angered in the stream at Norb's viewing party, I just want to say I'm sorry to all you guys, and I hope you guys can forgive me. And next time I go to one of Norb's viewing parties, which won't be till next season, I'll try to do better this next time around. So I just wanted to get that off my chest. So I want to get that off my chest, and I'll send the link to Norb at the end. What's up, Gangrene David? I saw you on there, and yes, believe me, I was that fiery and pissed off too when we were getting blown out by the Rams. But all right, now time to get into the good stuff. It's time to get into the game picks. We have two Saturday games to start out with this Saturday. So let me just pull up the thing on the Google, because the paper thing I got a while back isn't really that accurate. So give me a second, Dallas. I just had to pick up the phone really quick and get to the games that are going on this Saturday, because there are two of them. All right. First off, we got the Washington Redskins at the Tennessee Titans. The Redskins, obviously, without their starting quarterback, with a backup, pulled it off and got out of Jacksonville with a game-winning field goal, which you and me surprisingly called that game right. They're taking on the Tennessee Titans, who whooped the Giants last week. And this time, Redskins are definitely in for a major letdown because they can't compete with Mariota and Derrick Henry. I'm taking the Tennessee Titans winning big against the Washington Redskins.
Yeah, I'm taking the Titans as well. They are in the battle for the final wild card spot, and they really can't afford to slip up. And the Redskins just don't have the quarterback to compete with the Titans.
No, they do not.
The quarterback situation is just a mess.
Yep, it became official when Alex Smith got hurt against the Texans earlier this season. You and me definitely saw that one come in, but we were surprised that we got the game last week between the Redskins and the Jags, right? So that was a surprise, and you know the rest. Dallas Stewart, by the way, everybody, is very smart, too, when it comes to stating certain facts on certain teams and certain positions that they are in with injuries and everything, too. You know what I mean? Yep. And the Russell Wilson account says that Dallas has got the best jersey. Even though we know it's not really Russell Wilson. Because I see Russell Wilson by the tunnel of games, too. It's just a guy on the YouTube account, too. All right, moving on. Up next, we got the Baltimore Ravens at the Los Angeles Chargers. We all saw the Chargers pull that upset in Arrowhead against the Chiefs. last week, and we all watched Lamar Jackson. What happened to Baltimore last week, Dallas? Dallas?
They beat Tampa.
That's right. They did beat Tampa. They did beat Tampa Bay in Tampa. Was that game in Tampa or Baltimore?
It was in Baltimore.
Yeah. So Baltimore. Lamar Jackson officially named the starting quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens. They got a tough Los Angeles Chargers team ahead of them going to the StubHub Center, and TD Diaries is going to be at that game too. I can't wait to see his videos for what he does at that game too, which I'm going to be filming at our game a bit too. I mean, I am going to get that try to get that press play battery pack case for my phone so I can start going live to the games. Chargers got a lot on the line, and we know what's at stake. They want to win the AFC West, and they want the division. So I'm going to take the LA Chargers beating the Baltimore Ravens. I'm taking the Chargers in this one.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chargers as well. They're playing pretty well right now. Hopefully they'll get Keenan. Maybe they'll get Keenan Allen back. He left the Chiefs game, I believe, with a concussion. But there's a lot on the line for them.
AK
Also,
Memes,
for the
what's up,
Ravens,
man?
They still have a chance to get the North. I don't see it, though. I think Pittsburgh ends up winning the AFC North. And the Chargers, they got to hope for one slip-up from Kansas City.
They do. That slip-up's going to have to come against us, Just saying. What up,
Because
D-Trey?
losing to the Raiders in Week 17.
Yep, D-Trey Jackson, AK Memes, how you guys doing? Thank you for coming on to the stream, saying what's up, joining us for our game picks. All right, up next we got the New York Giants at the Indianapolis Colts. We all saw what the Colts did to Dallas last week with a perfect shutout against the Dallas Cowboys at home in Indianapolis, and the Giants are coming off of a big loss to the Titans last week, which was obvious. So, I mean, the Colts are trying to fight for a wild card spot, too. Don't know if they'll get it or not, but I'm taking the Indianapolis Colts over the New York Giants in this one.
Yeah, me too.
You too?
I'm taking the Colts as well. They're really fighting for the 6th seed in the AFC, and they're a better overall team than the Giants. And Luck has been playing pretty well lately. And I think they do get that final. They play the Titans the final week. That's probably a play-in game.
It is.
It's looking right now.
And T.Y. Hilton's looking pretty hot at receiver. But I think one of the key acquisitions the Colts got this year is, and he's been playing really good for them, is Eric Ebron. I don't know why the Lions ever got rid of Eric Ebron.
Yeah. But how about the Colts? They could get to the playoffs in Frank Wright's first year.
Maybe. It would be a crazy turn for a first-year head coach.
From a 1-5 start.
True.
What a turnaround from a 1-5 start.
Who would have known, man? Who definitely would have known that would have happened? But we just
They definitely at the beginning of the year looked like they were getting a top 5 pick.
Yeah, that is for sure. All right, up next we got the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Miami Dolphins. Jacksonville, we watched them lose to Washington, obviously, in a game that we didn't think we were getting right, and the Miami Dolphins got crapped on by the Minnesota Vikings. This game is in Miami, a battle for bragging rights and Florida, a little bit of bragging rights for Florida supremacy, but I'm going to take the Miami Dolphins this time around with Ryan Tannehill with what they're trying to fight for, too. Or did their playoff chances just go down the drain with that loss to Minnesota? But
Didn't go down the drain, but they're slim now.
yeah, I'm taking the Dolphins in this one.
I'm taking the Dolphins as well. It's been a lost season for Jacksonville. They lost to a 4th-string quarterback last week. That kind of says it all.
It does. Duval's been the biggest disappointment, and it's karma for Jalen Ramsey flipping me and Adam off in the club.
You'll never let that one go.
Oh, no way in heck. We are never letting that one go. We're going to keep that to him. And Adam's been trolling Jalen Ramsey on Instagram about that for a while. All right. Up next, we got the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers for the second time around. We all knew what happened last time when Atlanta dumped on Carolina in Atlanta this time. Carolina just lost last night to the Saints 12-9. And what they had a chance forcing that fumble in the end zone for the touchback, but they just could not get it done against the Saints. In Atlanta, we watched them. Who did Atlanta?
Cardinals.
Yeah, Atlanta kicked the crap out of the Cardinals at home. I mean, Carolina has lost 6 straight games.
Unbelievable.
Yep, biggest fail ever right now is the freaking Carolina Panthers.
Collapse.
Biggest collapse. That's going to turn out to be one of the worst collapse of the year. For real. 6 straight losses for the Carolina Panthers. But I don't know. I mean, with this one coming around, I know Atlanta's riddled with injuries to the defense and all, too. And Carolina, I think they're going to snap their losing streak, but I don't think Carolina's going to the playoffs, though. But I'm taking the Carolina Panthers in this one.
I'm taking Carolina as well to end that losing streak. They've been, I mean, there's so many games that they'll look back on. And
The Cleveland one hurts the most for them.
Cleveland, the Tampa Bay game,
The Seahawks.
There's going to be a lot of games they're going to be scratching their head over.
For real,
But
man.
they're making vacation plans in January.
Yeah, what do you think, AK Memes? What do you think, brother? AK Memes, what do you think, man? It's all right. Just want to know that you're out there, and I appreciate you for coming on for this, my man.
It's been an absolutely disappointing season, to say the least, for Atlanta. Pretty high expectations.
AK Meme says that Seahawks versus Carolina game was the happiest I've ever been after a Seahawks game. And you know, I agree with him on that too, especially after the 4th and 3 play to David Moore for the touchdown. All right, moving on now. Up next, we got the battle for Ohio. We got the Cincinnati Bengals at the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland kicked the crap out of Cincinnati last time around in Cincinnati. This time the game's in Cleveland. Cleveland barely escaped Denver with a 1-point win last time around, back on Saturday. Crazy good game too, where Von Miller set the all-time Broncos record for career sacks. But also going on, Cincinnati won a game with Jeff Driscoll last week, beating the Oakland Raiders, which you and me called that one. For real. I mean, we kind of knew it was coming. But this time around, games in Cleveland, I'm actually going to take the Cleveland Browns sweeping the Bengals this year. I'm taking the Browns. I like the way Baker Mayfield's been playing with Jarvis Landry lately and David Njoku and those weapons that they have. I'm taking Cleveland. They're going to be good in the future.
Yeah, I'm taking Cleveland as well. They've won 4 out of 5. Unbelievable. They win these last 2 games. I mean, they play Baltimore on the road, but they have a chance to finish above 500 and still very slim hopes for playoffs. But how about what a turnaround
For Cleveland?
From 0 to could be 8 wins.
From 0-16 to what their record could possibly be.
7-1, I guess it'd be.
Maybe, for real. But it'd be a great turnaround for what their interim head coach is doing right now. But yeah, taking Cleveland. Up next, we got...
Get the sweep.
Yep, up next, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys with a major... Hey, Deadly Skills, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you coming on, my man. I appreciate y'all coming on. And appreciate you all, man. Including Gangrene David from New York, a Jets fan. Hey, by the way, Dallas, you know Gangrene David actually came on from New York, too, man. You know, the Jets fan. Gangrene David came on here, too. Gangrene is approaching 1,000 subs, man. All right, so what are we on? We're on Tampa Bay taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Tampa Bay lost to Baltimore. Dallas got shut out disappointingly. Major letdown for the Cowboys taking on the Indianapolis Colts. But I think Dallas is going to bounce back and get a dub against Tampa this week. I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm going to take the Cowboys as well to wrap up the NFC East for the win. And kind of just, they can relax in week 17 if that's the case.
Yeah, for real. All right, up next we got the Minnesota Vikings at the Detroit Lions. Detroit came off of a 1-point loss to the Buffalo Bills, and Minnesota Vikings. Sorry, my buddy Dallas has a couple of chihuahuas back at his house too, so you kind of hear it through the speakerphone. Minnesota spanked the Dolphins, as we obviously saw last week. But I think Minnesota gets another win here. I'm taking the Minnesota Vikings beating Detroit here.
Yeah, I'm taking Minnesota as well. They're focused on getting a wild card and sneaking into the playoffs.
Yeah.
There's no way they can afford to lose to the Lions at home. So I'm taking Minnesota.
All right. Up next, we got an AFC East battle between the Buffalo Bills at the New England Patriots. This time, Josh Allen will be the quarterback around. They had a close battle even with I forgot who they had at quarterback the last time they faced. But, it was Derek Anderson they had last time. I mean, it was a close battle until New England pulled away in the fourth quarter, even having that pick six in Buffalo on the night that they retired Thurman Thomas's number in Buffalo. But Patriots are coming off of back-to-back losses where they lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers the last week, and then the week before that, the Patriots lost to the... hold on, I'm looking back at that. New England lost to Miami in the Miracle, where me and Dallas had the most epic reactions of our red zone reactions for our last red zone reactions for the year. But I think New England gets the sweep here to probably wrap up the AFC North, to wrap up the AFC East. So I'm taking the Patriots in this one.
Yeah, I'm taking the Patriots as well. Now they're having to probably worry about playing in the wild card round.
No, they don't.
Unless Houston has a letdown one of these last two games. They haven't played in the wild card round since 2009.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. They look very, very vulnerable right now. Brady was overthrowing some passes last week on that final drive against Pittsburgh.
Could an upset be possible? Who knows? We'll find out, but...
Anything's possible this year, I think.
Yeah, I mean...
That's been proven.
It's been proven with us, too, especially with the way we fell last week to the fucking 49ers.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of pretty big upsets this year.
Yeah, still pissed about that one, by the way. I mean,
that's gonna take a while to get over.
Yeah, all right. But, some winning streaks can't last forever. I mean, we beat the 49ers 10 straight games in a row since, starting with that NFC Championship game when we had Sherman with the tip and all, too. So, nothing to complain about it, I mean... AK memes, it's Michael Dixon, the punter, that's going to the Pro Bowl. And so is Bobby Wagner. I'm happy for Michael Dixon. That guy was a great pickup for a punter to replace John Ryan with, too, man. And then, of course, Bobby Wagner, he was obviously going to the Pro Bowl regardless. I mean, he's one of the best linebackers to play this game right now, too, along with Luke Kuechly over in Carolina, too.
Are those the only two Pro Bowlers?
Yeah, for the Seahawks so far. I don't know who else got named yet, though, but we'll find out later on. But moving on, up next... we got the Green Bay Packers traveling to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Jets. Green Bay coming off of getting beat by Chicago. Chicago got the revenge for Week 1, which clinched Chicago the NFC North, and the Packers have officially been eliminated from playoff contention along with the New York Jets, which the Jets are kind of having, Sam Darnold, he's learning and all too, but Jets have not had a really great year, too. How many wins do the Jets have? 3?
I believe they're 4-10.
4-10. Yeah, they're taking on the Jets in MetLife Stadium, but it's Aaron Rodgers they're going up against, so this is an easy decision. Green Bay wins big in MetLife. I'm taking the Packers.
Yeah, I'm taking the Packers as well, even though it's been a frustrating, disappointed season for the Packers, but the Jets are just an absolute mess.
And there's a rumor that Mike
David's going to get his wish on Black Monday. There's no way Ball State is coming back next year.
There's a possibility that Mike McCarthy could be the next head coach for the Jets. I've seen that in the rumors. Jets Central posted a rumor video about Mike McCarthy possibly becoming the next head coach for the Jets.
I bet Gangrene David would like that.
I don't know if he's still on the stream right now. Gangrene David, if you're around, let me know your thoughts if you were to get Mike McCarthy for your next head coach. I don't know if he's around yet. All right, moving on. Up next, we got the Houston Texans at the defending champion Philadelphia Eagles. Last week, we watched the Texans kick the crap out of the Jets in MetLife Stadium to get back on track after their disappointing loss to the Colts. Surprisingly, we did not see this coming. Philadelphia with a big win on Sunday Night Football against the Los Angeles Rams with Nick Foles at quarterback. So, who knows? I mean, that was a major upset and a big-time letdown game for the Rams, too, to lose back-to-back seasons to Philadelphia. But this time, of course, the last time the Rams played Philadelphia started with Carson Wentz, and then Wentz tore his ACL, and then Foles finished it off, and then obviously went on his run to the Super Bowl. But we still didn't think that Philly was going to repeat that one, though, too. But Foles did play a good game and all, too. But this time they're taking on a tough Houston defense and a tough Houston quarterback with Deshaun Watson. But I'm definitely going I'm picking the Houston Texans to get back-to-back wins here, and steal a big win in Philadelphia to possibly wrap up the AFC South. I'm taking the Houston Texans. What are you taking, Dallas?
Oh, he hasn't.
Dallas, who are you taking, Texans or Eagles?
Probably have to go with Houston. They have a little bit better of a defense than Philadelphia, but it's a very tough one. Philadelphia looks like they still somewhat have life left in their season, but I gotta go with Houston.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. Up next, we got the Los Angeles Rams going to the desert to take on the Arizona Cardinals. The Rams lost to Philly last week, and the Cardinals lost to Atlanta last week. But obviously, we already know the Rams got the West wrapped up. But it's an easy win for the Rams, so it's going to be the Rams.
Yeah, it's going to be I'm going to pick the Rams to get back on track. I mean, they're probably looking at the 2 seed right now.
But
They need a collapse by the Saints.
Yeah, but I will say this, though. We know the Rams are vulnerable. But what if the Cardinals were to pull an upset? If the Cardinals were to pull an upset, not that it's going to happen, the Bears would take, by rule of the tiebreaker, the Bears would take the number 2 seed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel you, AK. Means our linebackers couldn't cover the freaking tight ends, man. And I was really pissed about it, too, as you saw on Norb's live stream. All right. Up next, we got the Chicago Bears taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Chicago wrapped up the North, and San Francisco obviously pulled that freaking upset. Still fucking pissed about it, by the way. But obviously, Khalil Mack's going to be eating Nick Mullins for breakfast, lunch, and dinner this coming Sunday. Bears are going to knock the freaking crap out of the freaking 49ers. 49ers don't stand a chance against Khalil Mack or that Bears defense. I'm taking the Chicago Bears, kicking the freaking crap out of Niners in Levi Stadium. I'm taking the Bears.
I got to go with Chicago as well. I mean, this has all the makings of a huge letdown for San Francisco.
Yeah, for real. All right, up next, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers going to the Superdome to take on the New Orleans Saints as the Saints pulled a big win, barely escaping Carolina last night on Monday Night Football, and Pittsburgh pulling a big-time upset over the New England Patriots. That's just his mom cooking at the house, so nothing we can do about the sounds. But I'm taking the New Orleans Saints beating Pittsburgh and staying on track to lock up the number 1 seed. I'm taking the New Orleans Saints.
I'm taking the Saints as well. I just can't see the Steelers winning 2 in a row and going into New Orleans and beating them. There's too much on the line for New Orleans.
All right.
They want to make Week 17 they want to make it just as easy as they can, probably rest quite a few starters, so I'm taking the Saints.
All right, up next, finally, for the last part of the Sunday slate games, I will be at the game, obviously, the Sunday night game between the Chiefs and the Seahawks. Obviously, the Chiefs are playing really good football. I mean, Mahomes is red hot. This is the biggest test, one of the biggest tests of the year. And, oh man, we're really going to have to bring it against Mahomes, but we really need our linebackers to cover Travis Kelce. And I'm talking tight. I mean, because linebackers should have been covering those tight ends against the 49ers last week tight, Kittle and Selleck. Very freaking disappointed. And we could have freaking clinched a playoff berth and been resting our starters this week against the freaking Chiefs, man. For real. I mean, that's how pissed I am, because we should have had a freaking playoff spot, man. And all I'm going to say is freaking this, man. We better freaking bring it on defense. We better freaking bring it on offense, because we know the Chiefs are not that good on defense at all. The only good people they got on their defense are Justin Houston and Chris Jones, which are pass rushers. And offensive line, oh, man. Sweezy and Affetti and freaking Britt better clean up their freaking penalties, man. Because we cannot afford to give up 148 more yards on freaking penalties again, man. Which was part of the freaking rant that I put after we lost that disappointing letdown game that we should have freaking won and not played down to Frisco's level in that game against the Niners, man. But, I mean, it's tough, man. These picks are usually speculating. Unfortunately, I got to pick Kansas City in this one because of what they got. and they're still pissed about that letdown loss to the Chargers. But keep in mind, when I see things as they are, but I'm gonna tell you this though, man. It's when me and Dallas pick against our team from time to time. It's not like we want to see we don't want to see our team lose. We do not want to see our team lose. We want us to win. We want the Seahawks to win for real, man. I mean, I hope we win this game just so we can get a playoff spot, but it's just strictly speculating. You know what I mean? That's just the way it goes, you know? I mean, I hope we can pull it off, though. I want to see us win, though. I'm hoping for like I said, I hope for the best, and I want us to win, man. I definitely want us to win big time. You agree, Dallas?
Yeah, but I just...
Which we may have to end up clinching that playoffs. We may have to end up clinching that playoff spot in Week 17 against the Cardinals, which the Cardinals have been very dangerous to us playing at home over these past few years, which I do not want to... I want to freaking sweep the Cardinals, man. I'm tired of losing to the Cardinals at home. But, yeah.
I got to go with Kansas City as well.
Yeah.
They just have way too much on the offense for us to contain. But you're right. If we commit 14 penalties again, the game won't even come down to the fourth quarter.
But yeah, but still, I do want us to win this game against the Chiefs. You just being sure.
We cannot afford a slow start. We have got to start fast.
Especially on offense too, and we cannot afford the penalties. But Dallas, these people need to know that we want us to win, and you know that too.
We're realists, and this is a game that probably, when the schedule came out, probably nobody expected us to win.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean we can't. It's just we're gonna have to play one of our best games of the year.
And I bet, and Derek Huerta, TD Dyer, is gonna be watching us heavy. He wants us to win that game just so his Chargers can take the AFC West. But I want us to freaking win. We have to beat the Chiefs in order to clinch that playoff spot, and that way we can. But yes, I will be making a lot of noise. I will be at the game. But hey, once I finally get that phone case for my phone, I will start going live like Norb. And keep in mind, Norb was the one that inspired me to start this YouTube channel in the first place. But I'm sorry about what happened at the viewing party, guys, including those that were from the viewing party stream that will come on to watch this later that aren't on right now. I just want to let you all know that I'm sorry. I hope I got that through in the beginning part. All right. Last but not least, we got Christmas Eve and what could possibly be the last ever home game ever in the history of the Oakland Raiders as they take on the Denver Broncos on Monday Night Football on Christmas Eve, in the way Chris Berman says it, at the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. All right, I mean, it's unfortunate, because the Raiders are most likely being forced out. No one knows where the Raiders are going to be playing next year before they get their new stadium up in Vegas. But I will say this, man. I just gotta know, where are the rumors, and keep us posted where the Raiders could end up. One of the rumors is San Antonio, Texas. Another is they could end up playing in the old Qualcomm Stadium for a year in San Diego. Another one is they could possibly be sharing Levi's Stadium with the San Francisco 49ers. Lots of rumors up in the air of where they could go. I mean, I don't think they're going to use Sam Boyd Stadium in Las Vegas. They were thinking about that, but I think they said no. But, hey, I'll catch you later, AK Memes. Thank you for tuning in. And then some rumors is, what Deadly Skills has said, the Raiders might stay one more year in Oakland. It's kind of hard to tell at this point, though. We'll really have to wait and see what happens, but it's a very interesting situation. Now, their opponent, Denver, had a disappointing loss to the Cleveland Browns last week, where even in a game where Von Miller set the record for all-time career sacks by a Denver Broncos player in the history of that franchise. But I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take the Denver Broncos winning the last ever game in the history in Oakland, if that's the case for this Christmas Eve. But keep us posted on the saga of the Raiders, of where they could end up either next year or if they decide to play one more year before going to Vegas. So keep us posted, all right? And yes, I did hear about the lawsuit. All right, go ahead, Dal. Say it again.
I'm going to take Denver. They were eliminated from playoff contention last week, but they're a better team, and I like them to get to sweep. Or no, did they lose?
Denver beat Oakland earlier in the season, in
That's
Denver.
right.
Remember
They
they
had
came.
a 2-0 start.
Yeah, and they got that game-winning field goal. Remember? We were watching that on the Red Zone, I think.
That's right.
Week 2. All right, there you have it for our game picks. We won't go over it. I mean, we'll go over what we chose, except we'll skip the KC one because you already know. But we got the Broncos beating the Raiders. We got the Saints beating the Steelers. We got the Bears beating the Niners. We got the Rams beating the Cardinals. We got the Texans beating the Eagles. We got the Packers beating the Jets. We got the Patriots beating the Bills. We got the Vikings beating the Lions. We got the Cowboys beating the Buccaneers. We got the Browns beating the Bengals. We got the Panthers beating the Falcons. We got the Titans beating Washington. We got the Dolphins beating the Jags. We got the Chargers beating the Ravens, and we got the Colts beating the Giants. And there you have it. But I do hope that our Seattle Seahawks can win this game, and I will definitely be making a lot of noise while I'm eating my Stewart's beef jerky and pepperoni sticks at the game with my dad, because it's our Christmas tradition where we get a bunch of packs of the Stewart's meats, the black pepper beef jerky, and the pepperoni sticks. And yes, Russell Wilson, I am definitely going to be going all out for this game, man. And I want us to win this game so we can clinch that frickin' 5th seed and frickin' playoff spot. But I appreciate you all for coming on to the stream, to checking out and making your picks of your own on Game Picks, and checking out me and Dallas again. And like I said, I'll do a better job if I ever decide to go back to one of Norb's viewing parties. You know, I'm like I said, hey, thanks Twisted Gaming. Like I said, I'm sorry about what happened, but make sure if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, and appreciate all of you guys' support, man. And for all the views, the subscribers, we're at 220 right now. I appreciate the new ones, the new people that came and joined from Norb's stream a couple days ago. I really, really am grateful for you guys, and grateful for Dallas being a part of this ride and adventure. And maybe sometime, Dallas, in the future, we get a good chance. Maybe I'll come by. Maybe we can do the game picks together where we're both on the screen.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close it off. So get ready to get some rest for the night. I appreciate y'all for coming on. And remember, as always, this is how we end it. If you ain't with it, you ain't infamous. And as always, go Seahawks.